Hello, I'm glad you're back. I mentioned before that I'm going to be canning peaches. Well, all of these peaches are ripe and ready to peel and ready to be canned. So I can have these for peach cobblers or peach pies, and I will know that these peaches were made by me. Okay, so look, I think the most important thing about canning is to be organized and have all your steps ready to go for when you are ready for that step. So I'm going to take you through everything that I have ready over here in my kitchen, and then we're going to get started by peeling the peaches. So let's go take a look at all of the things that I have ready, and that might help you be prepared for when you get ready to can peaches or anything else. I have my canner on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and get my water heating up because we're going to water bath these, and I want my water hot for when I put my hot jars in there. So that's ready or getting ready. And then over here, I have my water coming to a boil that I'm going to blanch my peaches in, and we're going to do that in the first step. In the back pan, I have my lids ready to turn on for when I'm ready for that step. I have water ready, and I've not yet measured my sugar, but I will do that when I get the pot on for my syrup that's going to go over the peaches. My jars are ready. I have all of my things clean. You want to just get your jars sterile and let them dry on their own. So that's all ready. We're ready to go. We're going to come up here since our water is about ready to blanch. One last thing is a big bowl of ice water for when I transfer my peaches from the boiling water to the ice water. So we're ready to put some peaches in there, and we don't want to overfill this pot, so we're just going to do 2 or 3 at a time, and we're going to let them be in there for about 30 seconds to a minute and let the skin start loosening from the peach. We'll go ahead and put a couple more in there. So now that's been about a minute. I'm going to start taking the peaches out of the boiling water and just dipping them in the ice water to cool for just another minute. So I have another batch of peaches in the boiling water. We're going to get several, and then we're going to go ahead and take them over to peel them. You can kind of feel that skin is loosening. You don't want to overcook them at this point. You just want to blanch that skin. So I'm going to have a bowl for my peaches and a bowl for the peeling, and we're just going to slip that skin off. Just slides right off. I can remember watching my mom do this when I was a little girl and thinking it was quite amazing. Actually, I want the bigger bowl for the peaches. This one could have stayed in the water just a touch longer. Not quite as loose, but it's okay. We'll make it do. There we go. That's beautiful. These are Freestone peaches. When they're ripe, they will come loose from the pit or the seed or whatever you might call it. If that skin doesn't slip off, put it back in the water for another few seconds. They're beautiful peaches. Okay. Guys, I'm going to get these peaches peeled, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, now I have all the peaches peeled. I'm going to clean all of this up. I need to wash the pot that I blanched these peaches in so that I can make the syrup that's going to go over them. So I'm going to clean all this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have everything washed and cleaned up. Just wiping the counter down, get everything dried up, and get ready to slice the peaches. While the peaches, I'm going to slice the peaches while my syrup is coming to a simmer. So let's go over and make the syrup. Okay, this is called a simple syrup, and this is a light simple syrup. It's just 6 cups of water and 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. So that's 5 cups. Let me get 1 more cup. And I'm going to measure out my sugar. Take out my scoop and get a measure cup so that I can be precise. So there's 1. 1.5 cups of sugar. So I'm going to take a wooden spoon and just stir until the sugar is dissolved. I'm going to have my heat on about medium and let that dissolve. I've got a little piece of peach peeling in there. I got to get that out. I don't want that. So while the sugar is dissolving, I'm going to come over and go ahead and get my peaches sliced. All right, once again, we're going to be organized. So I have a bowl for my slices and a bowl over here for the pits. And you're just going to take your knife, slice all the way around the peach. And if that peach is good and ripe, it will just come off of the pit. And I'm going to go ahead and slice these up. So I'm going to get this done, and we will be ready to add them to the syrup. My syrup is boiling, and I'm going to start adding my peaches. You want to add a layer at a time and let them boil for 2 minutes. So we don't want to overfill the pot. We just want to get a layer of peaches in there for 2 minutes at a time and let them simmer. All right, the time is up. They've been in for 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and use a slotted spoon and fill my jar with the peaches. And you're just going to do that until all of your peaches have been blanched in that hot syrup. Once you have all your jars filled, then we're going to cover the peaches with the simple syrup that we made, that you've blanched them in. They're going to be beautiful. If you cold pack peaches, and you can do that, if you cold pack peaches, they're going to most likely float to the top after you have water bathed them. So hopefully these will not do that since we hot packed them. I had a problem there at the very end when I was about to fill the jars with the syrup. My camera went black. I mean, black. I couldn't get it to come on. I couldn't get it to take a picture. Couldn't get it to take a video. I couldn't shut my camera down. I had to take care of that problem, and now we're back. But in the meantime, I had to finish the peaches because it just had to be done. But this is what I did. I went ahead, and once I got all the peaches in the jars, I filled the jars over the top of the peaches with the syrup that we made and that we blanched the peaches in. So we just fill it a quarter or a half inch from the top, put our lids on and our rings, tighten those up just a little bit, and then I put them in the water bath. Now, you know, to water bath, you need it to cover the water to cover your lids. And I water bathed them. It's not really a rolling boil. It was a simmer for 25 minutes. So here they are. and they are gorgeous. I'm so proud of these. They didn't float to the top. That's the point of doing the the hot pack. So I'm proud of these, and when I make a peach cobbler with them, I'm going to make a video, let you see that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I apologize for missing the ending of the video with the last couple of steps. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll try my best to help you.